Hey guys, today is February 2nd, 2025, and I just want to do a quick update video on the economy because President Trump recently announced tariffs on our allies, Mexico and Canada, 25% tariffs, and 10% tariffs on Chinese goods. So why he imposed 25% tariffs on our allies and 10% tariffs on our main global competitor, I'm not sure. You would think that it'd be 25% to China and 10% to Canada and Mexico, but what he does, I don't know. So I just want to talk about the effects of it because this isn't the first time he's initiated a trade war, and I think the end result will be worse this time than it was in 2018 when he first initiated his trade war with China, as well as some of our allies. So back then, back in late 2017, early 2018, he initiated the first trade war, and the result was that the economy contracted, both here and in China, and the S&P ended 2018 down almost 7%, one of the worst performances in recent history. At the end of 2018, he stopped the trade war, or like he negotiated with China, and the economy sort of bounced back. But there was a lot of pain in 2018, and I think we're going to see that in 2025 as well. Possibly worse, because the economy in 2017 was in much better state than we are in the beginning of 2025. So as from 2022 to 2024, we saw one of the highest inflation rates in recent history. And many economists had predicted that we would end up in a recession. But we managed to do a soft landing, which means that we avoided the recession. And at the end of 2024, we saw that inflation was getting under control. So prices really decreased, but the increases of prices was stabilizing. And the Federal Reserve had reduced interest rates at the end of 2024, and recently they put the same, they did not increase or decrease. They kept the interest rates at the same levels. But this trade war, I think the effects will be worse than 2018, mainly because we just got out, the economy just got out of a precarious state, and we managed to avoid a recession. But in doing so, we ended up having pretty high interest rates. So the average mortgage interest rate was around 7% recently. And in 2018, we avoided a recession mainly because the Federal Reserve increased interest rates, which allowed capital from foreign countries to flow into the U.S. So there was more investments, and back then we didn't have the same inflation issues as we do today. So what's going to happen this time around? The prices of goods are going to increase for two reasons. One is because of the trade war. So Canada and Mexico and whatever other countries that we're having a trade war with, they will impose their own tariffs on our goods. So whatever we buy from them will be more expensive. So if they're imposing 25% tariffs, it'll be 25% more expensive. And so the effects is prices of the same goods will increase, but that's not all. I'm gonna keep politics out of it, but the crackdowns on immigration as well. I know there's been crackdowns. One of the points of President Trump when he first came into office is cracking down on illegal immigration. But like it or not, a lot of the work that's done especially within the construction and the picking of vegetables and plants and fruits and vegetables, they're done by illegal immigrants. And so a lot of farms are having shortage of labor right now. And so because of that, prices of goods are also going to increase. So it's going to be a double effect. So there's three things that affect the economy, labor, capital, and technology. And with the crackdown in illegal immigration, there will be an effect on labor. And so the economy will shrink because of that as well. And so all in all, I think this is going to be a point where multiple things are going to affect the economy in a negative way. And we're going to see prices of goods increase. The Federal Reserve is going to have to increase interest rates, which means that mortgage rates will not be decreasing anytime soon. So the real estate market will take a hit. From what we've seen in 2018, this trade war will probably last till most of 2025. And at the end, like Trump usually does, he'll declare a victory, whether that's true or not. And then we'll see a stock market rebound when he negotiates with these trading partners. So I think that's what's going to happen. Hopefully, he can negotiate earlier than at the end of 2025, but I think this will last most of the year, and we're going to see a pretty bloody year in terms of stock market performance, as well as real estate. So I wanted to keep you guys updated and give you my opinion on the effects of this trade war. I think it's going to be red all around. It's going to affect the economy or the stock market. It's going to affect the real estate market. And trade wars are almost never good. I was an economics major, and that's one of the main things that we learn in economics is that free trade is great and trade wars are bad. So this is the update for February 2nd, 2025. You guys have a good day. Thanks, bye.